How is this asshole allowed to exist? The worm that just killed me? Or are you talking about me? I mean, it's almost like we should not have someone not in the medical sector in charge of that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, that would shake your brain a little bit. All right, I'm thinking I'm gonna do the blazing mushrooms. I want my red cap life, so I'll take fireball. Bedtime for Gecko already? Isn't it a little early? Don't you want to party all night, Gecko? Come on. But also, have a good night and sleep well. Earth meld boots. Trying to remember what that one is. Bloody ruby. We're going to a 5-day not safe for work game jam tomorrow. Ooh, I'm excited to hear your stories when you get back. Be sure to come back and tell me about a bunch of stuff. I really like Talking Hat, but we're not... Well, actually, I don't know. I assume we're not going to do too much in the way of enchantments this run, but there might be. Like, immortal mushrooms would be pretty nice. Yes, one jiggly booty, please. Like, I might want to do some enchantments, and having them be quick cast might be pretty nice. Wiggly Judy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Alright, makes the most sense to be on this side of that chasm. Hi. If I take it, I might be able to get through this without. Actually, I think I still can get by without, can I? I think so. Hell yeah. Without needing a potion or a new spell. Where were you? Where were you in the past, Lightning Staff? I really wanted you last time. Slimy Satyr, Quicken Ice Lizard. Reroll? Reroll. Orbs I don't want. Ruby Hearts. I could take a pet. Mostly because I would rather take a heart, but rotting zombies are so annoying. There's so much new stuff in this game now. Opportunity Drive has done a phenomenal job with this, and they're still doing a great job. They're still adding content. Like, as a pet, this is just too good to say no to. Like, out of all the early game pets I could reasonably expect to bump into. Yeah, get him. There was a fun conversation in the Rift Wizard 2 Discord about channeled spells, and I was pitching a new school of magic called ritual magic, and I have so many dumb ideas for that I need to write down. I'm going to pitch a whole school of spells soon. Troll blood, arcane orb. No. Silken links are tempting, but I think this is just a reroll. A lot of pets. Let's get a heart. Heart and a key. That's what I... Ooh, double spawners right here. I'm into it. Go, my pachyderm friend. Hundred turn channel. If you fully channel this spell, your wizard dies. Like, my thoughts for a school of magic around like ritual would be, and there's a couple of examples. Like, we already sort of have one with Ritual of Revelation. And the whole idea for the spell is you have to channel it for a while, and while you're channeling it, Holy Fire is cast for free on 3 enemies. And then at the end of the channeling, something else happens. And I think that's the distinction. Like, you could channel a spell just to repeat it, but I'd like to see rituals where as you channel, the effect changes. So, like, I like, you know, this one does a thing, there's a danger to it, it costs HP, all neat elements for a ritual, and then you get 7 false prophets at the end. It'd be nice to have a spell that, like, does nothing, and then based on how long you channel it, the effects like scales up in some way. It could either be damage or number of summons, or like quality of the summon would be fun. Yeah, Ritual of Revelation is a cool spell, and I want to see more stuff like it. I want channeling to be kind of a risk reward. Like, how long can you channel to make things better? Or like on like turn 5 of channeling, X happens. On turn 10 of channeling, X happens. Makes you think of spells changing as you cast it more times in a row. That would also be neat. Like, you don't necessarily need all channeled spells to be rituals or all rituals to be channeled spells. Like, you could have a spell that each cast changes, and if you ever cast something else, it resets it. So it encourages you to, like, work your way through the charges of one spell. That'd be a fun ritual. You can even have skills that make it so, like, you could have your own ritual. Like a skill that if you cast a 1 cost followed by a 5 cost followed by a 2 cost followed by a 7 cost followed by a 1 cost, a certain effect happens. Like, that skill could be a ritual. Summon shades, and if you succeed, blind everyone. Like, there's a lot of cool ideas, I think, for ritual magic. A deep well. Please allow me to take a bomb or two, Pachyderm. Thank you. Miniaturization shrine. Sadly, like, I could miniaturize my hat and then we can get a new hat. I guess we could do that. Oh no! Hallucinogen Explorer Staff. I know I said we might go with the red mushrooms, but I'm thinking maybe we just go with poison mushrooms now. Poison will berserk people. Everyone will be berserked. And it's a mushroom themed staff, which seems very on brand. 50% resistant to poison. Not 100%. 50%. I had a cool run where I made ion tentacles and eye spells, so it would work with the new staff that makes allies. Oh my god! Sally, I did an eye run with, it's a chess piece. Raiment of Eyes lets your minions cast your eye spells. And I didn't consider the fact that ion tentacles can be an eye spell and that they can cast it. That's insanely good. I mean, the run I had was incredible all the same, but like that would be even better. What's going on, Blue? That sounds like a really good run, Sally. Now I'm sad I didn't do that in my eye run. God damn. God damn. All right, I don't have to settle on this just yet, but like I'm really leaning toward just doing a lot of green mush booms. Just leaning into the poison experience because hallucinogenic spore staff is incredible. Yes, I love that like upgrades actually add tags now. The only thing we need is like a search bar. Like Armchair Wizard, the website, phenomenal website. Like it makes theory crafting so much easier. Because the simple fact that tags can be added means like Fireball, for instance. A fire sorcery spell. So if I were thinking about doing a run themed around like dark stuff, I wouldn't think about Fireball. But like Fireball could have the Chaos tag. And sorry, when I said dark, I should have said if I'm thinking about doing a Chaos run. Like we could add the Chaos tag to Fireball. We're definitely gonna take Ash Ball. So let's take Toxic Spores. Does that make it an eye on tentacles? Yes. I might just say number of summons. Like if we are looking to do poison and Toxic Spores is how we're doing it. Getting 4 mush booms per cast. Just let them berserk everybody with this new wands. Gotta love hallucinogenic spore staff. Good thing I can't be berserked. Ritual of Binding the Dead. 4 casts, level 5. Raise the number of units selected from the enemy pool of the level equal to the number of turns the spell was channeled. Ooh. The last 20 turns. Scales off number of summons and mini duration. Minimum of 4 turns channeled. See, I like stuff like that. Yeah, I agree. Like it shouldn't be number of summons, it should be like Mushboom Horde. Now that we're getting our bespoke upgrade names. Get out of here. Obviously we want Mega Venom. What's going on, Mud? Mud, I was just talking about how the Comcast tech just decided to let himself into the house earlier. Just let himself in. Veil piercers, monocles, nice. We're gonna grab Mega Venom. That way our poison's doing a lot more work. Or maybe paralyzing Venom first. What a nightmare. Like, currently, if someone gets poisoned, they're berserked automatically. Which is great. If there's a chance they get paralyzed, all the better. Right? Like, you would think, but like, I didn't let him in. I was like, just let me know if you need anything, and then we went inside, and then 10 minutes later, just walked in. Mayo, you should post that in the Rift Wizard 2 Discord, because I do like that one. There's a channel called Content Ideation, although I think the conversation we were having about ritual magic happened in beta discussions. I'm not in there. I mean, you don't have to like apply to be in there. You just go in there if you want. If you need an invite, you let me know. I'll send you the invite. You should just be able to like Google search Rift Wizard 2 Discord. Do I want more poison damage first? I guess if I'm summoning minions, they're going out and doing the work. We'll take Mega Venom first. Mega Venom. Mega Venom. Do I want Veil Piercer's Monocle? All right. No, I don't want to replace my hat. Let's just reroll without portal keying first. Ugh. Poison resistant people? Disgusting. That's alright, the Berserkery will do the job. And I can still blind fools. No, don't blow up. Reasonable. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little journey here. Don't make a cloud on me, god damn it! Probably heal. These dang bat dragons. Alright, the bat dragons is a doomed. Bat! These damn spiky balls. What if my... Nope. I was gonna be like, what if my pachyderm could do it? Alas, we have to. Honestly, just having slimes milling about outside. No, no, it's my idea now. This is like if you worked at a major tech company or something, like, just because you said the idea in the chat, legally it belongs to me now. You know when you first enter chat and it's like, do you agree to not, you know, be a racist douchebag? There's actually fine print in there that says any cool ideas belong to me. Snuck it in there, no one noticed. Ring of magnetic charisma.
Very good.
Where's your inspiration come from? I like to credit the people. The people in chat. Petrify. Doesn't add poison resistance. Does not add poison resistance. We need to get rid of poison resist. That's an important element of what we're doing. Yeah, I'm thinking about the number of summons banner. Plus, I could just take acidity on this for 3 and then we're done. Problem is that is a wand, so I do not think we're taking that. Because hallucinogenic spore staff is the whole reason we're staying poison. Otherwise, we'd be doing fire. Let's take this so we can remove poison resist whenever we want. And we'll pop a portal key. Ghostly Warlock. Early enough to pivot back to fire? Nuh-uh. We already took our upgrade. Number of summons, remember? We're locked in. There ain't no moving on now. We cannot pivot. Unless we, of course, find a amnesia shrine. Actually, no. We would forget the spell and then wouldn't be able to relearn the spell. I think we'll go for just a portal key here. Poison resistant to sap. How unfortunate. There's only 4 of them. I want to take them out early. So let's blind it. Make it not immune to poison. Blind it. Not immune to poison. If I could learn how to intentionally trigger inspiration, I'll be unstoppable. I'm sure for a small fee, there's somebody running a course you could take that'll teach you. It's totally legit, totally above board. They made a movie about that. What was that? It was like Limitless, right? Mush Boost dies so easy. Oh, you're going for Inception. Enjoy being poisoned, loser. Ow! Hey, hey, hey! Star swimmers. The worst. Alright. Blind. Now you're poisoned. Now you're dead. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. That was my bad. Sorry, team. Session was sort of about picking up chicks, sure. That was the movie, right? What's going on, 421? Another portal key here. Like, I do want to get a banner. I just want, like, you know, the normal type of banner. How terrible? Right? Getting a nice early pet is really good. I think I'd rather re-roll. Like, Orb of Corruption's always kind of tempting, but the whole point of that portal key is having a lot of doors to look at. It's great, not anxiety-inducing at all, right? How joyous.
Hello there.
Going on, Morgana? Oh, baby, explosive spore manual while we're doing poison stuff? Because here's the thing. We're here for the you get berserked element. The one problem is we're gonna blow up all of our toxic spores, aren't we? Consume all poison. Deal fire damage in a 2-tile burst around each affected enemy, equal to 1 times the amount of poison consumed. Combust poison gains 3 duration of stun. The wizard and their allies are healed rather than harmed. So we might just go with Flame Rave. Yeah, this is kind of it. Like, Flame Rave would be kind of interesting. Local fireman knocked up. The local fireman getting knocked out. So, a fire truck was next door. I'm not sure why. That house often has, you know, emergency vehicles over there. Not sure what goes on. Ain't my business. But a fire truck was over there yesterday morning, 8 a.m. And as they were backing up, they just slammed into the utility pole at the end of our block, taking out our internet because it fell like away from our house. So our coaxial cable like popped right off of that pole. That was like step 1. We didn't lose power, though, surprisingly, because it kind of fell in such a way that, like, the cables just kind of were draping, which is fun. And then the whole day was just, we had every utility truck in the world on our street. I posted a picture in the Discord. But, like, from the end of the street all the way to the other end of the street, it was just utility truck, utility truck, utility truck, utility truck. So I'm guessing, like, every company that could possibly be involved in this poll was there. What's going on, Pix? And then today, like this Comcast tech that just let himself into our home, he was telling me that one of those trucks was a Comcast truck. So this technician that was there yesterday joins the party, sees the pole, and doesn't care or notice that our line is not attached to the fucking pole anymore. Which I feel like if you are there, you should have an awareness, right? Of like which customers you're servicing, right? Right? Especially because I got several emails from Comcast saying we're aware of your outage. Don't worry, we're working on it. So like this dude apparently got there, either didn't notice or didn't care that our cable wasn't attached. So when the pole was fixed and all the cars left, I'm outside and I'm like, what the fuck? My cable's still on the floor. So I had to call Comcast. And when I get to them, you know, of course, I'm not talking to someone in the United States. I'm talking to somebody in a call center in India. And they're just like, oh, sorry. Can't help you out. It's too late for a tech to come out. And I'm like, what? I'm pretty sure I've watched people work on lines at nighttime before. And like, oh, and like all of our daytime slots are filled up. You're gonna have to, it'll be between 2 and 4 p.m. tomorrow. And it's like, cool, I'm glad we have business class internet with you guys. Totally worth it. Super helpful. So that was my joyous day yesterday. It was just like, what is going on? Manners and etiquette to high school curriculum. A lot of poison immune friends here. 2 spawners, and then 1 spawner. The gremlin spawner's the worst of the spawners. I think I will start here. Chaos Bell. Want that gremlin spawner out of the equation. Alright. I guess since I am here, let's remove your poison resistance. Don't want them being immune to poison. Like, one of the things is I also got an email not long ago, like literally the day before this all happened, like, hey, your like deal that you were locked in on for your pricing is about to be up, which means you need to like take a new deal, otherwise your internet is gonna go up. And if you want it to be cheap, you should probably take our cell phone plan too, you know? It's like, fuck this extortion. After today, it's gonna be like, listen, after the nightmare that was dealing with your people, I expect that we could probably come to an arrangement here. Damn it! I got poisoned. They wouldn't give me the next stage of bandwidth because my lines can only handle 2 megabyte per second less than the package. I know for a fact it was because one of the junctions needs to be replaced and they just don't want to do it. Like, what I can say is like, hey, my business had 2 days of just not being a business because of this. That's on you guys. Right. Sorry, little poison thing. And by poison thing, I mean fire thing. Don't kill the cats when they're near me. Exactly. Especially, again, now that I know they had a tech out there. I know, I hate that we lost a point. And the tech was like, nah, not a problem. Leave the line down. It's like, no. That's unacceptable. We'll think about where we're going first before we take the book. Reroll. Robe of Agony. Looking like a portal key and a chaos bell to me. Take explosive spore manual. We want to learn combust poison. And then immediately we do want to take, like, the rave. Otherwise, we're gonna lose all of our little buddies. That's the problem. Like, we don't want to necessarily go with the, What's the strangest food you have eaten? I've eaten a lot of, like, strange animals. Like, I've had kangaroo, and frog, and alligator, and snake, and bear, elk, moose. Bear might count as fairly weird. But for me, the weirdest thing I had was, I was getting, like, skewers of grilled meat, yakitori, in Japan. And one of them was just, like, chicken cartilage. And I didn't care for that one. I don't like the texture of cartilage. But I didn't know what I was ordering at the time. Groundhog, and it was awful. I had the opportunity to eat whale. I didn't, because I don't want to be haunted by a whale. Metal Gear Solid 3 really changed how I think about stuff. It's just like, yeah, but what if I have to deal with a whale one day? Like, I could barely even, like, threaten to change providers because they would just laugh at me. Like, what provider am I going to change to? If you're eating chicken cartilage, someone else is getting the rest of the chicken. Yep. Also, chicken gizzards. Didn't care for that one either. I ordered a lot of chicken parts I don't care for that day by mistake. You've eaten Starlink? Aren't those satellites? It's like fishy beef, yeah. Doesn't sound like something I'd be too into. Ba-da-ba. Do 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 do. No, wrong spell. I keep doing that. Do 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 do. What about everyone else? What's the weirdest foods you've eaten? You enjoyed ostrich. Bison is easy to get here and kicks ass. Sturgeon tastes great even though you're eating a dinosaur. Sea urchin gonads. Why'd you want to eat that? cupcake wrappers? You used to eat those on purpose? Fermented shark, like piss-soaked rubber. Yeah, I have no interest in that. But with the cupcake, I would hope you also got the cupcake in there. All right, the little healing loop we can get them into should be enough. Nice. They deal with the legal team. When Airbnb finally changed policies to allow refunds because of pandemic lockdown, the streamer didn't get the refund because he was still locked in dealing with the legal team in limbo. That's the risk you run with that kind of stuff, unfortunately. Ruby hearts? I'm a greedy Gus. I might just re-roll here. Flame toxin. That's kind of an interesting one, but I don't want to... I don't know yet if we're going to keep in Talking Hat, so this is the time to think about it, I guess. Oh yeah, there's a lot of interesting fruits that do not ship well. Like, we've actually had a conversation about this before, which is funny. But, like, the whole reason we have horrifying Banana Republic nightmare stuff in our world is because the early days of banana shipping, like, the companies wanted complete control over the shipping lines, like, from production to the storefront. Because bananas don't travel super well. Anything that's, like, any worse than a banana as far as shipping goes, very rare to see in, like, American stores. So until someone's like, you know what? I'm gonna just destroy a small country so I could ship these fruit. We won't see those fruit. Now that I said that out loud, that sounds like it's disappointing that there aren't more, like, private armies working for corporations to get me fruit at the expense of other people. That's not what I was joking about. The joke is that it shouldn't happen. Yeah, like, that's the... I might want to look up and see if I could find a crappy option just so I could threaten to switch to this. But I'm hoping just talking about how shitty an experience I had will be close enough. Sells word for fruits. So, fire damage into poison damage. We're poisoning things, which causes explosions, which causes poison damage if we take this hat. Mushrooms inflict 12 turns of poison. That's when they die. So a dying mushroom does a lot more turns, which in turn is a bigger explosion. We want to get number of summons up. We want duration to go up. I wonder if increasing duration would actually work with our toxic spores. Nature and dark for our poison damage. The only problem is I took Mega Venom and immediately made Mega Venom not valuable anymore because we're doing combust poison. Mercenary team works for the fruit company. Shouldn't we make it so the mercenary team is there to fight against the fruit company? Just so that like we could maybe root for the team. Radius is another thing we want. Bigger booms. It's really just down to, do I want a flame toxin hat? But if I want to make immortal mushrooms, having the talking hat's pretty nice. So I think we won't do the switch yet. Crap, they're Hound Lord spawners. And of course, resistant to fire. What a bummer. I think we take this out first. Whoa, 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 whoa. 80s action movies. Corporations were the enemy. That's usually the case. Even Predator, like, it turns out that the people that sent them on the job lied about what they were doing and they were pissed about it. That could also work, like have them switch sides in the middle. But America was the good guy. Not in Predator, in a bunch of the movies, actually. Often, like, their government liaison was the bad guy in a number of 80s action movies, and corporations were often the enemy as well. Not like universal fact, of course, but like a lot of the time, like Rambo is like the American military is bad, is the Rambo's whole shtick too. Toxispores. I gotta reach these spawners. Oh, one step backwards? Damn it! Can't reach. Excuse me? Handy. Take away resistance from the spike balls. Get them to explode. That happens a lot. The longer a franchise goes. Spike ball. Finally. Ugh. These misclicks. Any more spike balls? I'm sorry, I'm blocking my team in. Oh boy. Okay, I'll take out the top one first. That's no good. Being out of my sting. You know what? This'll just speed up the process. Hound Lord's borders are the worst. That's not true, they're worse, but pretty high up on the list. Yeah, I would say it holds up. I thought The Burbs held up pretty well, too. Matinee also holds up. We basically just watched 2 Joe Dante movies the other day. I'd say the only problem with The Burbs is it's trying to have its cake and eat it too, but in order to elaborate on that, I would have to spoil the movie entirely, and it's a fun movie, and I don't want to spoil it for folks that haven't seen it. Hello, Panda! Stopwatch? All fleshbound, oh god. Although, fleshbound makes them incredibly weak to poison. Although all our poison damage is converted into fire damage. The stopwatch is a nice get out of jail card. Yeah. Like, basically, the ending has a big moment, and you're like, oh, that's the thesis of the movie right there. That makes a lot of sense, and it's funny. And then they kind of, like, 180 on that. So you could still have, like, what I would think of as being the more traditional ending for that kind of movie. It's like, having both of those, it's like having 2 different endings, and they contradict each other. It's like, I don't know. Need to wait till the 1st of next month. It's that time of month. Blazing Bloodfire. Maybe instead. I don't think I want to take Earthwrath because that will kill our mushbooms. I think I want Paralyzing Venom. Because they don't have to, like, continuously take the poison. Just that one-time check for poison to maybe stun them. Or Natural Healing. Natural Healing's always good. All of my things in me, I'll keep on healing. A convenient and helpful Twitch thing? No, that won't happen. Lexicon, what's going on? How was your stream? Tell me all about it. How's your CUD run going? You know, Starfire might be actually where I want to go right now. I think I'll do Void Flame Lantern first. Lost a character to surprise burgeoning in the face, but managed to pull up another. Getting ready for Golgotha. Gets easier every time. Yes. Like, much like all roguelikes, I feel like the more you play Caves of Cud, the more confident you become, the more knowledgeable you become, and then you just get better and further in the game every time. Still ain't gonna get back in. Bethesda Susa can be very scary. And then one day you'll have a run where you have a spiral bore and you're like, yeah, but what if I just don't do Bethesda Susan? What if I just spiral bore past Bethesda Susan? Which is another, like, I just love that that's an option. Like, that's a way you can play the game. Random side area, that's rough. A little crowded ahead of me. Wee bit crowded. We'll drift. Here's a clap for you. I had done some weird things that build and wanted to see what fixes I could figure out on the way. Audio's leading by 20 or 40 milliseconds? Gotcha. You ever just go to a particular site and dismantle all the walls and doors, smash all the furniture, and otherwise delete it from existence? I can't say I have. One of those movie clappers? Yes, I would love to have a scene clapper. I'll have to do some research. I'm sure there's something we could do to mitigate this stupid audio drift from the NDI. You heading off, Lex? Have yourself a good night. I just need to get closer. I want these spawners out of the picture. I need to take 2 steps forward. 1, 2. Funny, a scam text I've ever gotten. God, I gotta get all the way over there. I don't know if I've gotten too many funny scam texts. The funny ones are usually like, hey, I really enjoyed spending time with you the other day, and I'm like, who's trying to scam based on that? People don't leave the home anymore. What, are you crazy? Do-do-do. What's really fun is anyone watching on YouTube will be like, what the hell are they talking about? Just begin as really kind words. It's weird, but like, that's a very common like scam direction to go, and it's just like, friendly text message. It's like, that's almost seems like mean. Why would you do that? Ba, ba, ba. Click the sketchy link about your package. I've gotten a bunch like about car warranty, and I've gotten a bunch like, there's a warrant for your arrest in the following state. Call now, but to avoid being arrested. I'm like, I've never been in that state before. I don't think I have to worry. Ooh, conjured disc. It's while I'm moving around. Maybe it's because I'm moving. I want to be one in a state I've never been to. Yeah, it doesn't seem consistent, which is the weird part. Like, a sensible drift would be it builds up over time. We hacked your webcam, we have video of you masturbating. I always wanted that one to come my way. Just be like, listen, post it online, but you have to share revenue. Do we want to open an OnlyFans together? You're the cameraman? Like, I would have a field day with that one. Conjured flag. Maybe we go with that. But Fang is flat damage, and that'd be a big boy. Because they do 1 point of damage. All of our damage is coming from the fact that they poison and then they blow up. Getting more initial damage is always a good idea. Yeah, like, did you get my good side? Was the penis in frame? Because I feel like I'm usually pretty low in frame. Is it just me making silly faces? Please send me footage. Hey, sword spawners. Where the sword spawners at? Everyone's gonna be healing for 15 per turn. So, like, I would like to... Oh, it's only living... Friendly living minions. So you won't benefit, you won't benefit, you won't benefit. The only things that are going to heal are going to be... No, they're undead! Nobody benefits from the Fountain of Blood. I'm looking for notes. No. Do 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 do. No, I'm poisoned. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna be poisoned a lot, I think. I should probably take a Acidify real soon. That way we could be passively making things lose their poison resist, as opposed to me actively having to cast it over and over again. Oi! Oh, hey. Got a whole crowd over here. Can I stop being poisoned now? Jesus. Why am I poisoned forever? Who is responsible for this? There we go. No longer poisoned. You're hitting for 10. I'm taking 20 damage right now. $38 damage. These little bastards. Best snack? Delicious bread with melty cheese on it. Easy. Damn it. It's about to drain health from that guy. Right? I wish Star Charge scaled with a number. Damn it. I think I have to. Wrong button. There we go. Just one more, Bob man. You know, I think perhaps a change that might be nice would be that poison resistance doesn't necessarily mean complete immunity to poison damage. Because there's two types of poison in this game. There is poison, like the effect, poison, open parentheses, number, close parentheses. That is poison damage determined entirely by taking 1 point of damage a turn, or taking 1 plus whatever your Mega Venom stat is per turn. The other type is doing X damage of the poison type. So if something's immune to poison, it's annoying when you can't let, like, minions that don't have physical attacks deal with a problem. feel like maybe poison damage should change, but I don't know. This is like a nebulous thought. Enjoy your lying downs. But let's improve their amount of, like, flat damage they do. Now they're hitting for 4, not 1. Finger 6, though. Finger 6. Also, Helm of Hexes might be what it takes for me to change my hat. Even though I just took an enchantment for the first time. When enemy receives a debuff, 50% chance they'll receive another random debuff. That is just too good. The problem is now we have to choose between that or Finger 6. Finger 6 gets me 1 additional mushroom per summon. Helm of Hexes has so much potential for cool, good stuff. I think we have to take that. If we take natural healing, all my people and myself heal 5 per turn. Ghostly's annoying, but we can remove it with 1 poison sting. We have the power. We have the acidify upgrade on it. You're acidified, you're acidified. Out there idea that would need to be worked on. Every time resistance blocks a source of damage completely, has a 10% chance to lower by 1 point, unless the source of damage itself is inflicted. I'd be interested in, like, that could be a skill. Like a skill that anytime you attack something and they have complete resistance to that, it's like lower it by 5%. Nope, doesn't actually have to deal damage for the effect to happen. Well, it has to hit them. I think a shield would prevent it from happening. Get 'em, boys. Oh, there's still a spawner over there? I mean, Helm of Hex is just so good. As much as I want Finger 6, I always want Finger 6. Can't really say no. Slimy slime. Oh, sweet Jesus, no. The Purifier. Anamiki's a little worrisome. I want melting armor, but I think I want the other one, Foist. So Anamiki makes me a little nervous. If If any storm clones are in line of sight of the allies' death, one of them will shoot a 7 damage lightning strike to the closest enemy in sight. We want to make sure there are things closer than me. God, there's just so much stuff with, like, huge radius here. Storm troll, storm troll, storm troll. They're all so spread out. I think I land and immediately bag of spikes this. The other option is we don't go to such a horrible place. Like a mana potion's not the worst idea. We wouldn't use any of the treasure. But this is a far less horrible land. Even with the Orc Hound Lords, it's less horrible. So do I take acid fumes first? Probably should take acid fumes. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to take acid fumes. Also, a good idea would be making sure these guys can't hurt me right away. By berserking them. If we could find Robe of the Druid, that would be so nice for me. What is this, Houndlord? Yeah, let's remove the Houndlord spawners first. Oh, hell no! Is that worth using a teleporter for? What's going on, Helio? I can't afford to have 1,000 immortal ice belchers spawning in. Get out of here! It's acidified, berserked, petrified, blinded, silenced. Alright. Obviously Hexmaster is going to be on the table here. And mass immortality for my booms. I feel like that'll be good. I must ask you to get out of here! Can I see it? Yes. Alright, problem solved. Alright, out of booms. Well, just the mushy ones. Alright. Just these horrible things left. Nice long line of sight's the ideal. Handy. We are not taking that. But nice to get a mana potion. I saw robe of boots. I was like, what's robe of boots? That's not what that says. Reroll. Wow. Wow. All right. What sigil do we want? We have 9 to pick from. We got Energy Knight, Acer, Glass Cockatrice, Reaper, Lamassu, Chaos Fiend, Fire Fiend, Annihilation Goo, Giant Flaming Skull. All right, this floor is 3 bosses and a boss spawner. So, woof. This, whoa. Oh, God. I don't like it. I don't like it. All 3 of these blow. Anamiki, Beast King, and Ultimate Troubler. Cockatrices, Worm Shamblers, and Ultimate Troubler. Did sigils get buffed at some point? Yes. You're a cool DM. What's Robe of Boots do? What would I have a Robe of Boots do? I feel like a fun one would be some kind of limit, like either once per session, twice per session, maybe twice per long rest. You can roll on a table and have your robes turn into a random pair of enchanted boots off of like a table of wacky boot ideas. That's probably how I would do it. So as long as you have a lot of cool boots to work with. A much lamer idea would be it's literally a robe made of boots. If you twirl prettily, you could kick people in the face. Quicken flame sparks will get so out of fucking hand. Oh, no, it's their lightning sparks. Okay, we're good. Yeah, like the robe morphs in the boots, so you're losing your robe, but you get really cool boots. Blanket party and a shit kicking all in one. Alright, I think this is the place, even though this sucks. Especially with everyone quickened like they are. Oh my god, and there's rifts in here? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, bag of spikes has to happen. Anyway, so sigils were buffed so that they have twice as much health and they no longer spawn directly next to you. They spawn within a radius. I feel like this one's doable if I get one more spell point before I go there. It's going to blow, but I think that is doable. Like, Prince of Ruin is non-negotiable, basically. We gotta start getting, like, chain reaction explosions. That's the only hope we really have here. Yeah, like that. That's where our hope is. Down is probably the better direction. Just because there's some choice targets we need to take out down there. Alright, team. There's only one target here that needs to be acidified, really. And it's fun watching acidify affect things that aren't... I really want acidify... Sorry, acid fuse. I want acid fuse to prioritize poison-resistant enemies. If that ever happens, I would be so happy. Like, I know it's a important skill if you're doing poison stuff, but... just the random chance element of it sucks. When an enemy subjects you to a pulling action, the rope of boots has a chance to negate it. They pull a boot off the rope instead. I can get behind that. Especially in editions of Dungeons & Dragons where, like, movement is important. Where you're, like, using a mini-map and you got positioning as an important element. You know what? It's like a dud item in a fishing game. It's named after a cat. I just had a fight in Fancy Tactics where my bard missed the whole 5-man team with Rousing Song. 4 turns in a row. Good God. Gives you soft, fluffy white paws. Please, game. I just want to, like... get rid of these spawners. Things are getting really dumb. Out of fireball? That's a bummer. Come on. Damn it. Alright, that works. That was one worm spawner down. You know what? Seems like a good time to take this one. I was wondering when you take it, because I wanted to, like, really just be like, this is a run. All about my good friend, toxic spores. But, like, no. I need the tools. Too important that we have this now. Oh, really does some work. Hey, buddy. Three more casts. Road boots should make it that you continuously walk non-stop and your boots will not wear out and you will not get cold. Also, will keep you walking whether you're awake or asleep, even if you're still alive. For certain types of Dungeon Dragon games, I could see that being good. Like, I know there are some folks out there that play the game a lot more, like, keeping track of your water, your food, your weight, how much you're carrying, rather. A duplication shrine. Fiery disc would work with Prince of Ruin. Just Prince of Ruin for the disc. Like, that is good. But duplicating my fangs so my mushrooms do 7 damage seems pretty nice. Or just getting more health. Also good. If you fail a deception check for any reason, Robo Boots deals 1 bludgeoning damage to you. Boots is an ancient lich and he's really pissed off that you have his robe. Also tempted just to re-roll here. What a miniaturization train. What a miniaturize. Pop over here. What do you got? Resist in the dark and fire. That's a bummer. That's what we want to remove first. What about for our upgrades? Heals allies. Also deals dark damage. Summon a poison bomber in the center. Affected units are afflicted with blinded and soaked. Probably gas cloud. Let's see. I could rearrange a couple of things. Combust poison should always just be on the very bottom. There we go. Come, my Lamassus! Actually worked out very well. Sorry, my Lamassus. Honestly, I think you guys all have this on lock here. I can just let you handle it. You know what? I'm kind of glad this turned into a default mushboom experience. A miniaturization shrine. Makes you walk right to the lich. Lives in a pocket dimension. Cane. Ah, I like that. Anything with pocket dimensions is good. All right, horrible eyeballs. Was there a horrible spawner listed? No, just a Fey Fire Wizard and an Avian Wizard. Happens to be in one of his pockets. That's why he put it there. He thought it meant you had to put it in pockets. I do want more radius. Hoping to see some of my Lamassu spawn soon. How many turns? 3 more? Let's solve the problem of the eyeballs too while we're at it. Sorry, elephant. There we go. We got a Lamassu out. Get rid of you. Boots will occasionally reach an arm from one pocket into the other to grab a jelly bean. See, like, instead of like a robe of boots, I feel like that could be named deceptively, like something about pockets, like a nice robe of pockets. You're like, oh hell yeah, all the storage you'll ever need. But like, yeah, there are things living in all those different pocket dimensions, and they occasionally have to reach in or out of different pockets. That'd be a lot of fun. The jeans of boots. The cargo shorts of boots. Where are some of these slimes coming from? You turn the pockets inside out, you get sucked into your own butthole. That's just a normal day. I love this turned into a fire run, and I didn't take the red mushrooms. Do 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 do. I mean, that's how I travel between dimensions. I go inside my own butthole. I guess before I choose, we can look ahead. Robe of fire. Just a ruby heart, ember maker, reroll. Arcane accelerator, jade shard, obsidian shard. Each turn, each enemy adjacent to an allied demon or undead, or adjacent to an allied living unit. I mean, jade shard does synergize what we're doing, and we get a key out of it as well. Yeah, I think that's where we're going. Affected units are afflicted with blind and soaked for 5 turns. I mean, I should probably also take Hex Specialist here. Alright, I'm definitely going there. I want Hex Specialist, but I also want... Like, we have Starfire, which means having Crackle Void would be nice. Really spread our damage around. I definitely want Master of Space. I want Number of Summons. There's a lot of things I want. Alright, we're taking that one. Do I want... If I took a wand, we could take... There's a couple I could think of. There's a lot of hats that would I like. Either of these would be nice to miniaturize. Do the wand. Boo ba doo doo. No special spawner to worry about. Do I want to spread additional damage types? Or do I want more debuffs happening? Although, now that I think about it, if I were to take Gas Cloud, it applies Blinded and Soaked. I don't think I actually want Soaked. Because Soaked, 50 fire resist. Like, why would I purposely reduce the amount of fire damage I'm doing? So no. Maybe we'll take Toxic Bomber or Wither Toxin instead. To get some dark damage in the mix. Take Crackle Void. I wish I had that robe of the druid. You're poisoned for 11 turns? How? Guess you'll explode. Yeah, there we go. Oh crap, he was a slimy wizard? Alright, I'm liking what we're seeing. It's exactly why we took what we took. Go get him, Mushbooms. How are you alive? 8? Fire resistance is the real problem. Alright, I need the turtles out of the picture here. Berserk them and blind them. Wait, are you completely dark resistant? You're not completely dark resistant. I feel like I was supposed to take something on one of the floors and I forgot to take it. Or did I go to a different floor? Oh god. I don't remember anymore. There's no spawners left, right? Yeah, alright. This horrible floor is just terrible on its own. All this fire resistance. I need to deal with these Lich's phylacteries. They're all at 1 hit point. They're all acidified, though. I can just get closer. Come on. Crap, I'm poisoned. That's very unfortunate. That's 9 turns of bad times. God damn it. Whew. Alright, that's one down. Just a little further. No. All right. They're completely resistant to fire, but not to poison, which means my fireball will work. Don't run away from me. Okay. I know there's one more egg there. bit of a bummer. I knew you could handle it. This is what I came here for. I had almost forgotten. Mana potion. Alright, kind of horrible. I have a portal key. Soul Tex. Robe of Fire's not bad, but I really want Robe of the Druid. Pyrophilia or Sonic Shielding, both good. Enchanting Flag. Horde Mancer's good. Flaming Claw Staff. Okay. There's Horde Mancer, which is 4, right? 4 cost? Nope, 5 cost. And that would get us another summoned minion. Pyrophilia. Arch Sorcerer is the most pricey one at 7. Sonic Shielding is 5? 6? 5. And Pyrophilia is also 5. Pyrophilia, not super worth it. Our guys don't have a lot of health to work with. They're going to die no matter what. Sonic Shielding, though, pretty nice. If we take shielded minions, we're doing a lot of damage that way. But I think out of all these, it's going to be Horde Mancer. Summon 5 mushrooms. Kind of tight confines, though. He just has Dark Bolt. He doesn't actually get to hurt me with, like, a Death Touch or anything. Which makes me think maybe I'm going to pop in here. Clock Boy! Yep, there he is. I don't know. Like, we saved 5 spell points, but that floor is rough. How horrible is this floor? If we take Arch Sorcerer, it might be worth it just for better fireballs and Poison Sting. You were arrested for being a replicant. Don't you remember? Yep, also Combust Poison and Toxic Burst. Yeah, I think Arch Sorcerer just so we can get more casts on some nice stuff. Yeah, we'll go here. Is there a special spawner? No. Trying to berserk folks so my Lamasus have time to spawn. Slamasu's are tanky as hell. Just having a couple out there is nice. Yeah. No complaints from me about all the ads on the level. Just enhances my damage. What percentage of runs have Prince of Ruin by the end? A lot. Prince of Ruin's just so handy for Towering Bone Shamblers, Worm Balls, anything that, like, creates lots of copies with smaller health pools. It's so nice. It's really hard to resist the siren call of it. Exactly. Like, Bone Shamblers can be just run enders if you don't have it sometimes, depending on what your run's built around. Just having it for dealing with them, worth it. So you don't have to worry, because Opportunity Drive, as a developer, sees the value in it, I think. And probably wouldn't nerf it. It would be more like changing how some of the Shamblers work. But I feel like the game's in a pretty good place right now. I don't think we need to worry too much about that kind of balancing. Do. I'm more interested now in pitching a whole bunch of ritual spells for a school of magic. I want to see ritual magic come together. You took it on floor 21. On a lot of runs, I won't take it. Like, if I'm focusing on Arcane or Conjuration, like, often I can avoid it. But if there's Fire, Lightning, or Physical, it's probably going to show up. Like, I will use Silken Links or Wrath Links as a replacement sometimes. If I find Silken Links, it's like, cool. I don't need my good friend Prince of Ruin anymore. Arch Sorcerer, just for more casts, more range, more damage. Insanity Queen with some boots. I could take Earth Meld boots. Or Quick Step. Minion damage, minion range, more charges. So that's Arch Conjurer. If we go Nature Lord. Flat 7 minion damage, flat 10 minion health, that's the one. is what I would say if I wasn't going to take something else first. Suspend mortality. Mass immortality. I want these mush booms to pop and just warp around the level and keep spreading the madness. A wizard floor? Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna be shuffled around right away, I'm sure. Blind. Several times over. It does. It does. Building a stock of mush booms. Sweet Jesus. Take a step away from that. Oh God. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm poisoned for 11 fucking turns. Oh no. No tools. Let's see. There are so many problems that are like on me right now. 28. I need to avoid taking like 10 or more damage in every oh, he's on cooldown. I can't stand here, so I have to take a step. Well, now I'm just doomed. That's what I thought. Damn it! Oh, we had a good thing going. Really? It's because I wanted immortal mush booms. Had I just gone with a nice upgrade for my mush booms. Actually, you know, I want to cast it on myself. I really do. The smart move would have been taking any translocation spell. Like, being able to warp out of a problem is something we weren't doing this whole run. I'm shocked we were okay until floor 20 without any translocation. What's going on, Bankai? I have to pee, so I'm gonna BRB. I forgot I'm on the wrong monitor, oh God! I was about to make the same joke! It's like, I've never heard of a game where you apply it directly to your forehead. Alright. Had I taken a teleport spell, I think we would have been all right. I do want to try getting some immortal mush booms off the ground at some point. No, I encourage you to share that information. But going on to doing it now, it was too late. Like, I should have either upgraded the pure damage and health, or really just taken something for maneuverability. Like, on the floor 20, I should have just kept my spell points for flex, like getting the chance to solve problems. But that was a fairly mush boom heavy experience. And if it wasn't for that little mess up on that floor, I feel like this would have gone the distance.
Hey!
Next time, I think we're gonna go for the Red Boys. Just have a bunch of walking bombs. Which will be dangerous in its own right, because then we get blown up. But this was a fun one. It came together well, getting the Spore Staff, which is very on theme, the Helm of Hexes. I do like status effects in this game. I'm not often a debuffer in games. But Rift Wizard, I really do enjoy going in on the debuffs. It's very satisfying. But we'll try another Mushboom run another time.